afternoon, YouTube. Here with you today. Well, not for this. That belongs to my granddaughter Kylie. It's Fiddlesticks. She leaves it here. I don't know why, but she does. It was on my dresser, and when I sprayed for bugs, I thought we'd better bring it in here. So, today we're looking at some a little different here. I got to thinking, one of the things I had to drag out of the closet was a very large, actually it's a monitor box, and it was full of vehicles that I have collected, the model 1/18 scale models. I don't, you probably can, somebody got, I think my sister got me this, of course naturally for the Postal Service. This one is a scale model of the truck that my dad owned, and there it is. You can see it's got a flat tire. It is, like I said, the 1/18 scale. The reason I wanted to show it is because I thought somebody out there, you guys that big into models, George maybe, Shade Tree Fix It Man, somebody like that could tell me a good way to fix this. I'm gonna do some close-up of it. Let me show you kind of what it looks like here. But anyway, this is a 1966 Chevrolet half-ton pickup truck. Again, my dad had one just like this, only his was gray. Everything else was the same. Well, I take that back. It had the deluxe full rear window. It was a whole rear window instead of the small one. But like I said, this is and of course his was the 6-cylinder instead of the V8. But oh, this says 65. I thought this was 66. But that's the same thing, basically, same body style and everything. So this has got what you call on it. The tire came off, and I'm not really sure how. I don't like to be one to point fingers, but I think it was my youngest at the time grandson, Bryce. They were staying with me at the house I used to live in for a while, and right after they left I found this, so you know, I'm just sort of guessing that he had something to do with it. Again, I don't know for sure, but anyway, it's not a big deal, I don't think. Of course, I've never actually tried to fix something like this. I think there was a rod, plastic rod, something that went through here and connected to the wheel itself, I think. So the only thing I can think of is either to, well, if I glued it on, it wouldn't roll, but trying to figure out a good way of doing this. So let me take some close-ups here real quick, and you can see basically what I'm looking at here. So let's see what I got here. Turn this up under the light so you can see a little bit better. Yeah, that's I think it's focused. I'm not really sure. But you can see that there. I'll turn it this way. You can see there. I don't know how well you can see that. And here's the wheel. And like I said, it's just a something was connected to that, and it goes in that hole. I'm thinking I'll have to drill that out probably, but I'd like to get it fixed so I can set it back up like it's supposed to be. Anywho, these models are pretty neat. I like them. I've collected these over the years. So, like I say, the wheels do roll. It's not obviously something you want to play with, roll them around, but I mean, it's pretty nice. So, like I said, that's my plan. I want to try to fix that, and the only thing I can think of, if I could get like a nail or something the right size stuck through the other way, I think that moves pretty much. I don't know if I could get it going all the way through or not. But if nothing else, maybe drill out a hole in that and a hole in the tire or wheel, and put a whatever in there, and there, and glue that back together. I don't know if this will spin or not. I can't tell how loose it is, but this one obviously does. And maybe you can see better if I look at this one a little bit. But I don't know if you can see in there at all. I haven't got my magnifier over here, but probably have to get that out a little bit to check it out. But anywho, that's what I'm up against. So any of you guys that's got any ideas on that, I sure like to hear about it. And maybe I can get this thing fixed. Kind of taking a little hiatus from the other stuff here, because as you can see, my bench is kind of piled up with things that aren't supposed to be here. And until I get this bug problem resolved, I am not going to unpack any of this stuff. There's no sense in it, because I would just maybe have to get it right back out if we found more bugs or something. As an update on that, let me turn this off. As an update on that, let me kind of explain how this worked. The guy, the day the guy come was Thursday last week, and I had taken my mattress and box springs out. It was kind of like the epicenter of the problem, because the whole side of it was covered basically with eggs or whatever the nesting process is for it. It was like covered with it on one side there, and it was pretty big problem. So I wanted that out of the house, and we moved it out to the garage. It sit on top of the Buick until he came to spray on. Let's see, what was it? Friday, I guess it was. Yeah. No, he came Thursday. But anyway, he stayed out there till Thursday, and when he came in, he said, "Well," he says, "I'm going to need that bed back inside." And I said, "Well, if you can't carry it in by yourself, that'd be fine." But I said, "I can't really help you because I'm not able to." And so he said, "Oh, he could manage it." So anyway, he said I have to be gone for whatever time, 5 hours, whatever. So I took off. When I came back, the bed was still up on top of the car, and it didn't look like, my grandson went out and checked. He says, "It doesn't look like this has been sprayed," because the covering over the bottom of the box springs had not been removed, and on every other piece of furniture in here, that cover from the couches, from his bed, and had been removed and sprayed. That's sprayed in the box springs and stuff. So that was the first indication it hadn't been actually sprayed. So I called my landlord, told him about it. He said he would call the next day, which he did, and in fact he called that day, as a matter of fact. And the first thing he said, well, he says he didn't get to spray it. He said he forgot about it or something. That was the first thing he said. And like 15 minutes later, he called back. He said, "Oh no, he did spray it. He just sprayed it and left it in the garage. He couldn't carry it in by himself." So okay, whatever. So my grandson, he got home, he carried it in and set it up in my room, and I was in there cleaning off the side of the mattress where that brown spot was from the bugs, and I was using a little Scrub and Bubbles bleach cleaner, and I was spraying that, and all of a sudden I seen one of the spots start moving. So I called my grandson in to make sure, because I don't see the best in the world. And he said, "Yeah, it's a live one." So we put it in one of those pill bottles. And as I was sitting there looking at the rest of it, there was another spot moving. So I said, "What about this one?" He said, "Yeah, it's one too." So got that one. Then he checked the rest of the whole mattress and sprayed down with that cleaner. It's got bleach in it. Bleach is supposed to kill them things. I'm not really sure if it does. And he took the mattress and box springs. He took the bottom off the covering off the box springs and checked inside there. He couldn't see anything, but you know, that's not always a good sign they're not there. So I called my landlord back, told him what was going on. My landlord's been basically the go through before the bug guy, because I didn't even have his number or anything. So he tried to call. That was on Saturday. He tried to call and they wasn't in. So he said to call this morning, which I did, and now they're coming back out Wednesday at 9 o'clock. So that's where we're at on the bugs. And like I said, I didn't want to move any of this back in until I'm sure that they're gone, because I'm not going to go through all this crap again. So that's where we're at with that, and hopefully that'll be resolved on Wednesday. You know, if he does my mattress and box springs like he did the other ones, then, you know, I think it'll be okay, because he really soaked the other stuff. And I've been sleeping again on the couch. I haven't been back in my room because I'm not gonna sleep on that bed until I'm sure. So anybody who's had these things knows what I'm talking about. But anyway, so that's why I've been kind of hesitant about putting all this stuff back, and you know, I don't want to get any of that crap in there and have to carry it all back in here. It's just wasted time. So anyway, this is what I'm doing right now. This is take up some time, I guess, is what I'm saying, as far as give me something to do that I can't really do anything else. So if anybody's got any ideas on this, please let me know. And I guess until then, I guess that's about all I have. Now I can see there's two little tabs there. I'm not really sure exactly what those are, but if they're somewhere that this joins to that, maybe you can take that hub off. That would make it a little easier, I think. Now, obviously it doesn't come through. There's nothing on this side. But you can definitely see two little silver spots there. And I don't know how that would come apart. If anybody knows about that, let me know, so I can... That would make it a lot easier. I think I could drill that out easier if it was out, you know. So anyway, that's about it for there. I've got more of these cars I'm going to be showing, because like I said, there's nothing else going on in the next video. So you guys stay tuned for that, and thanks for watching. Have a great day.